Hey everybody, Talitha Green here with Helping Hands Montessori Services. So a lot of parents have been coming to me recently and talking about their struggles with boundaries. So if you've ever had a struggle with a boundary, or if it's something that's a consistent struggle for you or with your child, and you think you might need some support with this, look me up, www.hhmontessori.com, and I'm happy to help you. We can get a free consult going and see if we might not be a great team. So last night, I want to tell you a story that happened to me last night with my 4-year-old. And I want to tell you about how I handled this boundary setting and how we got to the other side, because that is such an important piece. Remember, your child is not going to like you in the moment, but they are going to love you for it later. So last night I was at Central Market with my 4-year-old, and there was a band playing and we were having a good time. She was really jamming and having a great time. And I had said to her, one more song and it's time to go. Well, she proceeded to get very upset and start hitting me. And I said, you may not hit my body. She did it again. So I had a very important thing to do right in that moment, which was set a boundary. I had already told her, I don't like it when you hit my body. She did it again. At that moment, I had to pick her up like this with my arms around her arms. And I had to take her outside. She was kicking, she was flailing, she was yelling at me. I think some of those parents in there were kind of giving me a little mental high five because they've been there. They know that that's a hard moment to be in. So I took her outside, I set her down, and I said, I don't like it when you hit my body. I can even give a stop message like this. I don't like it when you hit my body. And she said, fine, we'll just be out here forever. And she's, they're very masterful at kind of changing the situation, negotiating, shifting your attention. But we have to stay really clear. We have to stay consistent in these moments. And I just took a deep breath. I chose not to respond to that message, kind of let my body get calm. And in a minute or so, we weren't out there that long, but in a minute or so, I said, hey, are you ready to try again? And she said, yes. So we went back in. I said to her, and here's an important piece. Before we went back in, I said, one more song and it's time to go. Do you understand? And she said, yes. So now I've established the expectation. So we go in, and she starts dancing. She does her one more song. And I said, hey, it's time to go. Well, she did put up a little bit of a fight, but not nearly as much as with hitting. There was no hitting. But it was still a bit of a struggle. We got all the way home. It was a bit of the struggle all the way home. But we got home and I said to my husband, I have to tell you about this situation that happened at Central Market with the 4-year-old. And I proceeded to let him know that she hit me. I did not like it. And that it was a hard car ride all the way home. Here's what he said, and I really like this, so I'm sharing this part because I want you guys to try this on. He said to her, I don't like it when you hit the person I love. She is my wife, and you may not hit her. You can try this on as a wife. You can say this about your husband. As a wife, you can say this about your partner. You can say, you may not hit the person I love. And this is an important part because the child sees, A, that you're on the same team, and B, that they too can have a partner in their life that supports them. So she was upset because he was supporting me and not her, and she ran to her room. And she came back a few minutes later. We let her go to her room. She is taking space, and that's an important thing to acknowledge and give that to them. She comes back. They always come back. She came back in a few minutes, and he said, are you ready to check in with your mom? You guys, I knew the check-in was coming. I didn't need to get the check-in at Central Market, and create yet another power struggle. It could have been on the pillow when we're laying down to go to sleep. Because the boundary was hitting. The boundary was hitting. So he said, are you ready to check in with your mom? I knew that boundary. I knew that check-in was coming. She said, I'm sorry I hit you. There were some tears. I hugged her. I told her I love you and I forgive you. So we were able to move on. But she did not like me in the moment, but she loves me for it later. And even when we had to leave Central Market, she knew what the boundary was. She knew the boundary was not hitting. Yeah, it was still hard, but she didn't hit me. So I want to help you with this. If boundaries is something you're working on, call me up. Let's see if we can be a great team together. Have a wonderful day.